If you are over 60 and have recently been wondering why your memory is not as sharp, why it takes more effort to concentrate, or why your energy seems to be declining, the answer may be closer than you think. It could be on your plate. Today I want to speak to you very clearly about something most people completely overlook. Not all the fish you eat with the intention of protecting your health are actually beneficial for you. Some of the most common varieties can accumulate mercury, environmental contaminants, and types of fats that over time may affect your brain, your heart, and your overall well-being. I am Dr. Gabriel Mena, and I want to explain this to you in a simple way, without unnecessary alarmism, but with the seriousness it deserves. Because many people over 60 believe they are making the right choice when they eat fish marketed as good for the heart and brain, when in reality some of the most popular options may not be the best choice at this stage of life. I want you to stay with me for a few minutes, because what you are about to learn could help you make better daily dietary decisions and, above all, protect your memory, your energy, and your cardiovascular health. Recent scientific studies have shown that frequent consumption of certain fish with high mercury levels may be associated with a higher risk of cognitive decline and neurological problems over time. However, this damage does not happen overnight. It is silent, gradual, and often goes unnoticed until symptoms become obvious. What is concerning is that many older adults consume these foods believing they are completely safe, when in reality not all fish carry the same level of risk. But there is also something very important you should know. Not everything is negative. There are much better fish options that can help support your memory, your arteries, and your daily energy. One of my patients, a 68-year-old man, came to my office concerned about frequent forgetfulness and mild confusion. During our review of his habits, we discovered he was eating certain types of fish almost every day, believing they were the healthiest choice. After adjusting his diet and making small changes, within a few weeks he noticed a clear improvement in his mental clarity and overall vitality. Cases like this are more common than you might think. Before we continue, I want to ask you something simple. Write in the comments your age and the city you are watching from. Reading your messages helps me better understand your reality and continue creating useful content for people like you. And if this video is helping you, subscribe and turn on notifications, because every day we share information designed specifically for your health and well-being. Now let's begin with what really matters. The first types of fish you need to be aware of if you want to take care of your health after 60. The problem with swordfish is that it often goes completely unnoticed. At first glance, it looks like a premium fish, with white flesh, a soft texture, and an appealing appearance, which makes it easy to confuse with safer options such as cod or other common white fish. This is where you need to be especially careful. If you are ever unsure about the type of fish being served in a restaurant or sold in a market, do not assume. Always ask specifically. Because if the answer is swordfish, especially from the Gulf of Mexico, the safest choice is to avoid it. The reason is simple. Its mercury levels can be too high for your nervous system and brain, especially after the age of 60, when the body becomes more vulnerable to accumulation of toxins. Now I want to talk to you about the number one fish on this list, one that surprises many people because it is extremely common and widely available: farmed tilapia. You have likely eaten it many times. It is inexpensive, easy to find, and for years it has been promoted as a light and healthy option. But the reality is far more complex than it seems. I am Dr. Gabriel Mena, and in my practice I have seen many older adults consume this fish with complete confidence, unaware of what actually happens in its production process. In most intensive fish farms, these animals are raised in high-density conditions, with very little space and constant exposure to waste, which promotes bacteria and disease. To keep them alive in these environments, antibiotics and other chemical compounds are often used. The problem is that traces of these substances can remain in the final product that reaches your table and gradually accumulate in your body. I remember a 71-year-old patient who came in complaining of constant fatigue and generalized inflammation. When reviewing his diet, tilapia was one of his most frequent foods. After adjusting his eating habits and reducing its consumption, he began to notice a gradual improvement in his energy levels and overall sense of well-being. Small changes like this can make a significant difference. Another important issue is the feed used in these farms. In many cases, low-cost ingredients such as corn, soy, and even animal byproducts are used. This alters the natural composition of the fish, creating an imbalanced fat profile. Under ideal conditions, the balance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids should remain close to healthy proportions. However, in farmed tilapia this balance can be significantly disrupted, promoting inflammatory processes in the body. This is where you need to pay close attention. Excess intake of these fats can contribute to problems that are already common in adulthood, such as joint pain, stiffness, cardiovascular issues, and progressive metabolic decline. Some studies have even observed that inflammatory markers may rise more with frequent consumption of this fish than with other traditional protein sources, raising concerns in the field of clinical nutrition. In addition, environmental contaminants have been detected in some analyses, which can remain stored in fatty tissues for long periods, representing an additional risk for older adults, especially when liver and kidney function naturally slows with age. For this reason, if your goal is to protect your memory, your heart, and your joints, it is more prudent to reduce or avoid frequent consumption of farmed tilapia and start considering safer and more nutritious alternatives. The good news is that there are far better fish choices with more balanced nutritional profiles that can help reduce inflammation, support brain health, and improve daily energy. And now we are moving into that important part, the fish that can truly help strengthen your health after 60. When we talk about the most problematic fish for health in adulthood, there is one that often misleads people because of its harmless appearance: tilefish. Its flesh is soft, white, and delicate, which makes it easy to confuse with safer options like cod or other common white fish. But this is where you need to pause and pay attention. If you are ever unsure about the fish being served or sold, do not take it for granted. Always ask clearly. And if it is confirmed as tilefish, especially from the Gulf of Mexico, the most prudent decision is to avoid it. The reason is that this type of fish can accumulate high levels of mercury, a heavy metal that directly affects your nervous system and brain, which is especially concerning after the age of 60. Now I want to take you to the other side of the story, to the fish that can truly support your health in a meaningful and consistent way. The first is Arctic char, a lesser-known fish with exceptional nutritional value. It provides high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and vitamin B12, all essential nutrients for maintaining muscle mass, protecting bones, and supporting brain function in older age. Recent studies in older adults have linked its regular consumption with reduced inflammation markers, improved joint mobility, and a better overall sense of well-being. This is not theory. It is the kind of dietary change that can make a real difference in your daily life. Another key food is rainbow trout. Unlike many intensively farmed fish, this species is typically raised in more controlled and cleaner systems, significantly reducing the risk of contaminants. Its omega-3 content is well-balanced and helps directly reduce chronic inflammation, a silent process behind many common conditions in older age, such as joint pain, stiffness, cardiovascular problems, and cognitive decline. It also contains minerals such as selenium, potassium, and natural antioxidants that help protect your cells from age-related damage. Its soft texture and easy digestibility make it an excellent everyday option. I also want to talk about wild-caught Pacific cod, one of the best sources of lean protein available. It provides a high amount of essential amino acids with very low fat content, making it ideal for preventing muscle loss, a very common issue after 60. I remember a 74-year-old patient who had progressively lost strength and struggled even with basic activities like climbing stairs. After incorporating higher quality proteins like cod into his diet, along with other adjustments, he regained part of his energy and physical stability within a few weeks. These changes are not magic, but they are consistent and cumulative. Cod is also an important source of selenium and vitamin B12, nutrients that support the nervous system, memory, and metabolism. Many times, symptoms such as fatigue or mild confusion in older adults are linked to nutritional deficiencies that go unnoticed. And finally, we arrive at one of the most underrated but beneficial fish of all, Alaskan pollock. This fish is one of the safest options in terms of mercury, thanks to its short life cycle and the clean, cold waters where it lives. This makes it a very suitable option for frequent consumption without significant toxic burden. It also provides high-quality protein and is easy to digest, making it ideal for older adults looking for gentle but nutritious foods. The key point here is simple. It is not about stopping fish consumption, but about learning to choose better. Because the difference between the right and wrong fish can influence your memory, your heart, your inflammation, and your daily energy. If you keep consuming less recommended options regularly, the risks can slowly accumulate, affecting memory, circulation, joints, and even accelerating overall aging. But if you choose wisely, you are providing your body with nutrients that act like natural medicine for your brain and heart. You do not need to change everything overnight. Start gradually, making more conscious decisions in your diet. If this video helped you better understand how to take care of your health through something as simple as fish, you can support it with a like and share it with someone who may need it. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because every day we share information designed to help you live better, with more clarity and vitality. I am Dr. Gabriel Mena, and I want to thank you for staying with me until the end. I truly value this space with you, because every video is created with the intention of helping you make better decisions for your health. I also invite you to take a moment to reflect and be grateful for your life, your health, and the opportunity to continue learning every day. Sometimes the most important changes begin with simple awareness. On this channel, Dr. Gabriel Mena, we are deeply committed to helping you improve your habits and your well-being. Tomorrow we will have a new video with equally valuable information, so I look forward to seeing you again. Take care of yourself, and remember, your health is built every day through small decisions.